Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here, and this is FA Cup weekend, and it's Kidderminster. You know, the dream tie that you have for the Kidderminster fans is a Premier League team, and you know, a tie that you would, you know, a favourable tie for West Ham. And it kicks off at 12:30 on Saturday. We've only played them once before, ever, and it was the FA Cup. I'm sure some of you may have seen the video. There was a reaction video. I think it was, you know, Martin Allen and people like that talking about it. For those of you who don't remember it, I personally don't as well. I was only 9 years old. Here it is. So this is who played that game back in 1994. That was Kidderminster Harriers. We did lose. We won the game 1-0. A goal from Lee Chapman. In goal for some legends in there: Ludo McClesco, Steve Potts, Tim Breaker, Alvin Martin, Keith Rowland, Martin Allen, Ian Bishop, Matty Holmes, Mike Marsh, Clive Allen, all the Allens, and Lee Chapman as well in that game. Trevor Morley came off in that game as well. So that's the only time we've played them. Like I say, we did win that game, which is, you know, a rare thing. Usually in a generation, you know, where we were famous for slip-ups and stuff like that. Looking at the league table in terms of them, for those, I know a lot of you guys, you know, you don't follow it as much as, like, again, I don't follow the National North League, no disrespect to Kidderminster. As you can see there, they're currently sitting in third. I'll just highlight that for you there. After 23 games, they've won 8, drawn 5, lost 4, with a plus 26 goal difference, 47 points. Yeah, they're having a decent season there. You know, it's a tough league to get out of. But yeah, decent season for them up there. I couldn't find much, to be honest with you, in terms of their, you know, their recent injuries and things like that. There's not much information out there, I'll be honest with you, you know, when I've been looking for it online. I can show you their recent fixtures, though, in terms of what their last few games have been like. So in their recent results, guys, let me just put this up for you as well. So in their recent results there, you can see that they have drawn with beat I can't get my words out. Lost to Hereford, beat York, beat Kettering, drew Gloucester, and beat Leamington. And obviously they play us at the weekend. And sadly with this, you know, obviously with my Premier League games, you know, it goes into detail about their strengths and weaknesses. Sadly, there's not much on this site in regards to Kidderminster. Obviously, they only usually do the big leagues. One thing I can see, though, here on this site that I do use, like I say, this is the site I use. So you can see there, non-league Kidderminster have been rewarded with an FA Cup tie against Premier League high flyers West Ham and should name their best 11 for this occasion. Centre-back Nathan Cameron has started most games for Kidderminster this season, but has dropped out completely over the last month or so. They've signed a player called Matt Peston, and he's not cup-tied in the FA Cup, so he'll be likely to start at centre-back. Sam Austin and Amara Morgan scored 2 goals that beat Reading in the last round. Kezia Martin and Devontae Redmond are in competition to start at centre midfield for the home side, but the former was forced off in the first half win on Tuesday night. For us, Said Bin Rama is obviously back, which is great news. Kurt Zuma and Thomas Soucek have returned from injury and COVID, respectively, before the winter break. And Mark Noble was also fit to play against fit after the Man United game. Lucas Fabianski obviously missed the United game, so will be able to again start this game. David Moyes will probably make wholesale changes for this game, and Mikel Antonio is unlikely to play because obviously he's playing for us. The only outs we know of is Angelo Bono, obviously. Antonio is doubtful, obviously, because of the flying up. Very much doubt he'll play. And Fabianski, the news is a bit slim. This is what they predict. They predict that Areola will play in goal with Fredericks at right back, Issa Diop and Alessi. With Johnson filling in at left back. I can understand that. Obviously, we do play Watford on Tuesday night, so, you know, he does have to, you know, mix the squad around, especially now we haven't signed anyone. With Yarmolenko on the right-hand side, Vlasic through the middle, Ben Rama and Bowen. That is the predicted lineup for this website. For them, anyone who's interested, Simpson in goal, Richards, Badrami, Preston Penny, Carrington, Redmond, Sterling James, Austin, Hemmings, and Morgan. And they like to play the 4-2-3-1, very similar to us. Apart from that, guys, there's not really much more information on the game, to be honest with you. You know, not much about them. We know what we're expecting. Obviously, we'll probably, you know, have a weakened lineup, but a strong enough lineup to beat them. You know, I hope we can get through this game. You know, I want us to progress. You know, after such a disappointment from the transfer window, you know, we need a lift now as fans, and you know, to get into the next round, to be in the hat, you know, have that excitement of the draw again at the end of the weekend is always fun. And you know, and it's just a chance to win another trophy. At the end of the day, we're still in the Europa League, we're still in the FA Cup, still flying high in the league. Whether fatigue will get to us in the end, I don't know. I expect us to win this game. I think we'll have enough for Kidderminster. It could be nervy at times, you know, if we don't get, but if we get an early goal, I think, you know, we could go on and win sort of this one, you know, quite comfortably. I don't want to, you know, put a big scoreline out there and then it's made to bite me in the mouth, you know. But yeah, I think we've got enough. I think we should have enough for this game. Thank you for joining me live, guys. I don't usually do the live comments in these ones, but I will. Hammerhead says, evening chaos. Chaps and chappets, I suppose that's supposed to say. Glenn Marshall says, FA Cup back in the day. I'd pray for a side in the same division as us. We had some nightmare games yet, mate. I'm sure, you know, every single generation of West Ham fans has got their memory, you know, of losing to lesser opposition. Hopefully, you know, that won't be tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow, Saturday, when that game does come around at 12:30. In my opinion, Areola should be our number one, or should be by now. I agree, mate. When we signed him, I thought, you know, this was going to be the transition period, you know, between Areola and Fabianski. No disrespect to Fabianski, he's had a good season. But I really liked Areola at Fulham. I thought he was fantastic. Rumours yesterday that came out that, you know, there's not an option to buy on him. So will we be seeing him at West Ham next year? Remains to be seen. I think you'll get a better idea between now and the end of the season on whether that young man will still be at the club. I think it's a signing we should make. Whether we do or not, mate, obviously relies on Mr. Divry and Dave. Glenn Marshall says, I think Moyes will go full strength apart from Antonio. 2-week break should all be fresh to play 2 games. Maybe, mate. But obviously, you know, the Watford game is a big game as well in the league. You know, if we lose that game, you really got the risk of dropping off massively. As much as, you know, I want to see us beat Kidderminster. I think, as much as I've been slating our options on the bench and stuff, I think there is enough there to beat them. The Watford game is, you know, a bit more of a priority. And he will definitely have to shuffle the pack a little bit. And then obviously, do we play Everton at the weekend as well? You know, so that's 3 games quite quick. So, you know, we can't, you know, it won't be the same team. You wouldn't expect it to be the same team. Yeah, I think we're going to leave it there, guys. Like I say, this wasn't one of my long shows, you know, where I sit and talk to you for half an hour and stuff. It was purely a quick live Kidderminster versus West Ham FA Cup preview. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've watched it live, if you're watching it back on replay, please hit the like button, guys. Thank you so much. Me and Paul will be back on probably Sunday. Be very, very interesting to hear what Paul has to say about the transfers. And hopefully we're talking about a positive result in the FA Cup and not a negative one. You know, that's the last thing we need now on the back of that transfer window. Yeah, until next time, guys, come your eyes, keep believing. Let's go.